Hello, what's up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I just got back from the theaters, randomly going to the theaters to see Upgrade. Upgrade is a 2018 film that I say randomly because this isn't like a hugely anticipated film. It's not something that a lot of people are talking about, but it was a movie that when I did hear about it, when I read and heard some of the reviews about this movie over the weekend and about how great it was, I decided I should probably check this out. It is written and directed by Leigh Whannell, who's a name that might sound familiar. I know him as one of the writers and creators of the Saw franchise, and most recently the Insidious films. This isn't horror though, this is more sci-fi. It's set a little bit in the future where there's some nice technological cars or houses and computers are really taken in full effect. And you see this couple, Gray Trace, played by Logan Marshall Green, and his wife. They're driving this car to this rich guy to sell it to him. But on the way back, this horrible, horrible thing happens to the two of them. Just horrible. And Logan Marshall Green, he winds up a quadriplegic after this. He's paralyzed, he's in a wheelchair, he's depressed, he's lost all hope. Until this guy, Iran, shows up and says, hey, yeah, this happened to you, and yeah, it sucks, but I'm rich. I have this advanced technology, this experiment that no one really knows about. We have to keep it a secret. I'm gonna upgrade you, and if it works, it works. And obviously he takes this up. Obviously it works, and you see him almost become a superhero in a sense. And I don't want to say superhero. This isn't really a superhero movie at all. It's rated R. There are moments where it is bloody. It is like, there's probably 2 or 3 moments where I was like, oh, because it does have some surprise kills. At least the effects of it. It looks great. It was shot great. But it's not for kids. It's definitely not for kids. I love this movie. I did. I had a blast with it, just from a sheer surprise factor, from a sheer wow. I was not expecting this to be as good as it was. First, let's talk about Logan Marshall Green as Gray Trace. I thought this guy was great. He's an actor who's been around for a little while. I first remember seeing him in Prometheus, which that character was fine. He was also in Spider-Man Homecoming. But to see him here, to see him take full center, I've seen a lot of people talk about, oh, he just looks like Tom Hardy. And he kind of does. But he was great. He had so many moments of, especially with the event that happens at the beginning, and to see his depression and his hopelessness and just how well he played that. There's a couple scenes of him crying, and you feel the emotions there. And then when this happens to him, when he does get the upgrade, when he is going around and being a badass, there are scenes where he's doing some crazy action or fighting and some things where you're like, wow. And I love his reactions to it. I love some of the comedic moments or the one-liners that he has. He brought a lot of personality to the role. And Leigh Whannell, I am so impressed with this story, with where he decided to take it. Sure, you can be known as the horror guy, and he was making a career of himself out of that, but to move over to sci-fi, to bring something to this genre that I think has been severely lacking. Just something creative, something original. I'll admit, the first half of this movie, I was thinking, this is all cool, this is all still different, but it reminded me of The Crow. Just in the sense of this thing happens, he's wanting to get revenge because he can at this point. But then the movie takes a left. But then the movie says, no, we're not going to go in the direction that you think we're going to go. Because I was sitting there in the theater going, I can probably figure out where this is going to go. It's probably going to be this, right? And the movie says no. The movie decides to do something where it made me just love it even more. It made me go, wow, this film has balls. This writer has balls. And I loved it. Honestly, I can't wait to see the movie again. I don't want to possibly spoil anything or give too much away. I could talk about how great it was shot or how great it looked. Look, this movie probably had next to nothing for a budget. And for whatever the budget was, it is a Blumhouse movie. For whatever the budget is, it makes the most of it. It uses what it needs to build this world, to make you believe, even if it's for a few seconds, you get to see the scenery or the big shots of the futuristic world. You don't need to just go all out with it. You don't. You need to give me a story that I care about, give me some characters that I care about, and give me some great action. And that's what I got with this film. I implore you, I urge you, if you haven't seen Upgrade, definitely check it out. I'm going to give it a full price. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you did just so happen to see Upgrade. What did you think of it? Did you like it as much as I did? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Skip a beat, I never press repeat forever, ripping smooth as leather season. Lemon pepper, gotta piece it together like I wrote it in the etch-a-sketch. Concentration breaks away, it shakes away how lyrics so solid.